are going to post your man in prison, you need to tell us what he did. I'm sorry. So this lady posts her prison husband that she married once he was in jail.
This man is saying that the reason why men hate women is because of our high standards.
This guy right here is suing a lot of women for defamation.
There's just so many black women that's so combative.
This is a passport bro in his 50s with his future wife in her mid-20s. Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
If you are going to post your man in prison, you need to tell us what he did. I'm sorry. So this lady posts her prison husband that she married once he was in jail. She made a little slideshow.
Damn. Look like he about to choke her out.
I love my husband. All I did was comment, what did he do? And she blocked me. Why can't you tell me what he did, ma'am? He's good enough to marry, and you said he's getting out in 30 days, and you're moving him into your house with your children. According to some of her other videos, he's not even from where she lives. The state he's in prison in is different than the state that she lives. So when he gets out, he's leaving everything behind to come live with her and her kids. It says right here, my man comes home in 30 days off a 12-year sentence. And she's doing all the labor for this man to get out. And by the way, she said this back in October of 2023, and he's still not out. So I thought he was getting out in 30 days. He's still not out. It says right here, he's literally moving states. I'm getting him set up. I have a GMV appointment. I don't know what that is. I have all the healthcare stuff figured out. I have all his mental health stuff and therapy stuff figured out.
They commit unspeakable crimes and somehow still gain love and attention from admirers. Some people can't help their obsession with inmates.
So he's, ma'am, this here she says, we are now on our journey with the feds. So that has to do with why he didn't get out in 30 days or why he went back. So if anybody that's familiar, let me know what that means. I don't agree with this at all.
All of you fat, disgusting heifers out there with your purple chins. Guys don't want you. Oh yeah, they do. They have sex with me all the time. They don't want to have a relationship with you. And they never will.
Man, this is wild. You know, it's funny because a woman stated, I made a video on it about 3 days ago. Guys in prison are winning. How? In what way? You see, she has to worry about so many things, and she didn't even figure out yet what's going on with his crimes, and he's coming home to her kids. But I think this lady figures it out. Let me see this.
Update on the prison wife's husband and his criminal record. We did find out what he did, and thankfully it has nothing to do with kids or SA of any kind. Here is an article from 2012 when he was going to trial with his co-conspirators for robbery. Robbery with pew-pews. 4 Cleveland men were indicted on charges of conspiracy, robbery affecting interstate commerce, and using pew-pews to commit crimes of robbery. Him and his co-defendants committed at least 8 armed robberies in 2011. Charged are, that's him, age 25. In 2012, he was 25. He's 37 now. And age 24, 22, 25. All the robberies occurred in Cleveland. The locations the men are accused of robbing include Popeye's Chicken, Gyro George,
This stupid guy,
ShopRite, Rite Aid Pharmacy, Burger King, Little Caesars Pizza, and Convenient Food Mart. These defendants sowed fear and interrupted businesses on both the east and west side of town. According to some people that messaged me privately who know this kind of stuff, this man definitely knew that the feds were going to pick him up when his state sentence was over. So him telling his wife, like acting like he was getting out in 30 days when his state sentence was over was definitely like, allegedly. Now, the best part about this is that I found his inmate dating profile. Now, he's a good-looking man, and on top of that, his crimes aren't things that are unforgivable, in my opinion. I think that the crimes that he committed are forgivable. Would I bring him home to 2 children? No. My name is... My release date is 11/23/23. See, now that's what his wife thought, too. I've been in prison for almost 8 years right now. I am very honest, lovable, down to earth, funny, love to work out, respectable, just a nice person. I do really appreciate your time and all the people you help. What do I wish to talk about? That is relationship. I am looking for a nice, smart, beautiful woman who have goals, values, respect for herself. Just a nice woman. My age is 32 years old. He was 32 when he wrote this. He's 37 now. He was born in 1986. That's the same year as me. But this is still up.
Wow. Man, they have prison dating profiles now. And women are going to those, I'm sure, in record numbers.
Love letters from women. Now Chris Watts joins that notorious list.
You know, it seems strange, but it does happen. Our guests today, Alex and Susie, say they both have fallen for convict behind bars, and they know what they've done.
You see how bad it's getting? But then they talk about guys' issues all the time. Why? Look, I don't know. I can't lie. Guys are marrying women from prison too. Why are people so desperate?
Does it bother you that they've committed crimes of violence against other people?
No, I have a no judgment policy, so I'm a messed up person as well, so I don't judge anybody.
Would you necessarily want to pursue a relationship with any or all of them?
A few of them, maybe.
What are you getting out of that? You know what happens every time the guys date a woman from prison? They do them wrong. They steal their stuff. They cheat on them. That happens mostly. They cheat on them. It's like people are gluttons for punishment. It's wild.
I've been talking about this for a couple of years now, but more and more research is coming through that is confirming the fact that men are in crisis. And, you know, I'm not saying this in a way to guilt you into feeling sorry for them. It's just a fact. And it's something that they need to understand as well. Like, the first step is acceptance. The world has changed. The world that they thought that they were getting and were promised is not turning out like that for them anymore. If this man is saying that the reason why men hate women is because of our high standards. Okay? If I'd had the high standards that I should have had, I never would have gone on a date with a coal miner and left a condom on my porch for me to find. I wouldn't have gone on a date with a guy who coerced me until I ran away into the dark, and a week later I saw him at the airport with his wife.
It sounds like a her problem, right? Now, yes, you've accepted twice, but did you choose wisely, right? Now, of course, there's men out there that are struggling, that probably needed a woman, who probably don't get the time of day. Now, you talking about your situation doesn't speak to the crisis of men at all. It doesn't help men at all. What does you saying what you're saying now, how does it help men in any way? Tell me.
And I've dated a guy for 18 months who refused to label us and who didn't believe in emotional availability. I could go on, but I don't want to. I'm Dr. Zoe and I want to analyze it. Firstly, let's look at high standards as a concept. Women today are pretty empowered. We're pretty educated and we're pretty financially secure on our own. So the idea that we also expect this from a partner is not high standard. It's a normal, regular standard that you should want from your partner, equality and respect.
She stated it was wrong right there, right? Women have done what? They're running men out of the job markets. That's what's happening, right? And so she said it right there. Woman, the crisis of men is woman wants a man to be higher than them. They don't want equal. If they say equal, it's a lie, right? She's stating all of this, trying to bash men in any way she can. And she stated the problem. We're making this money. Men should be making more than we're making. Now, the men that are making more than they're making, they're getting them, but they're sharing him. That's the crisis of woman, actually, believe it or not, right? Men are going through it, but still, that's the crisis of woman, of why they can't keep a man and why they can't get a man, because they're all sharing the same men. How about you be honest and say, look, we both have a problem, but you're a doctor and you can't see that that's the issue? We're all dating the same men, right? And what needs to happen, everyone needs to settle. That's just fact. Everybody settles in life.
Okay, if you are on dating apps, you should know about this story. If I were a dude, I would be so terrified of using dating apps after this. And I'm not on dating apps and I don't use Facebook anymore, but I would really love a girl's opinion on this. So this guy right here is suing a lot of women for defamation. This is a whole list of what he's suing them for, and he's suing them for $2.6 million. And if you want to know who these women are, they're all members of this Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Guy, Los Angeles, where apparently women will take screenshots from dating profile and then post them with like red flags and tea in the comments to warn other women of this red flag man. The wildest thing is that there's a lot of these Facebook groups. This girl checks Are We Dating the Same Guy Chicago every night. This girl joins the Are We Dating the Same Guy private Facebook group in Richmond, and then there's even a website dedicated to this. So this man was posted in the group chat and the girlies did not like him. He got totally red flagged. So one of them went on a date and he was like rude the entire date, but then this other one never even went on a date with him, but he was just rude to her in the DM. This is just rude. You can pause it to read it. Then she responds being like, stay away from women and get help, and he keeps going, whatever. Apparently in this Facebook group, they say that he was like involved in his ex-wife's murder and has STDs, and I just don't want my private aired like that ever. Then he gets a little petty and he's like, these women catfish me, they like face-tuned their photos, and perhaps these women are not successful in dating for obvious reasons. Dude, why? You didn't have to say that. The women are claiming that what they've done is protected under free speech, and he's claiming defamation. And I was like, I don't actually know what defamation entails, and so here's what it entails. They posted in a public place. Answer is yes. Did they identify the person? Answer is also yes. They cause injury to his reputation. Apparently $2.6 million in injury. And was the statement false? I cannot comment whether he killed his ex-wife or whether he has STDs, but he does seem like. Anyways, moral of the story is that I'm sure these groups have good intentions, but this is freaking terrifying for any man.
Yes, it is. So you looked up, does it qualify for him suing for defamation? Yes. Give the man his money. Doesn't matter if you all think he's a certain way. Doesn't matter if he comes across a certain way. If he comes across like a jerk, you women want the jerk anyway.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
How about you admit you're getting exactly what you asked for and you don't like it? That's what's wrong. You want this guy. You don't want a knight in shining armor. You want guys to be a jerk off. He's a jerk off. So obviously he's popular amongst all of you. And so you're posting him because you like him. And now he's suing for defamation. Yes, throwing his name in the garbage. And you're giving him a bad taste in women's mouths for no reason. He should get the money. I'm on his side.
Okay, the well-traveled Bachelor, amazing live. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. Obviously, I've been living under a rock, and I have literally been trying to understand you guys' whole little situation that you got going on. So let me make a disclaimer. I am traditional. I am submissive. Yeah. So I was freaking out because a lot of the people were saying that.
You see, she says she's traditional, she's submissive, right? You guys remember when Kevin Samuels would do his shows? Every time a woman would say that, what would happen? She'd get broken down to show she wasn't traditional. She wasn't submissive. Now, do you think that's the same thing with this woman here? Right? It's one of those conditional femininity things, right? Guys aren't leaving for no reason. I bet you she'll show conditional femininity and say, oh yeah, I'll do this if a man does this. Is that traditional? Is that feminine? Not at all.
Black women are angry. They don't want to submit. They want a six-figure guy, all this. And I'm like, golly, are black women really that combative?
Oh, absolutely.
There's just so many black women that's so combative. Now, I do keep a very small circle, so really I do live. I'm very introverted, so this is learning for me. So when the black women, American women, were coming up there and stating their opinions, some being polite or whatever, they're being combative. Men, this is why we travel across seas. These women are just giving us an example. So then this Somalian lady from Norway comes in. Everybody is swooning and just beautiful lady, beautiful. Oh, we love your accent. Energy completely changed. She became rude, interruptive, telling the well-traveled bachelor how to run his life. Then another African lady came up there saying American men are lazy pretty much, and American women don't have no choice to be the way they are because of the men are so sorry. In other words, just threw their reasoning out the window. It was hilarious, but thank you. Thank you for the entertainment. So funny. I had a good time.
Now you see that happens though. That happens with a lot of women from Africa, right? They ride the coattails. That's what happened in that live, right? They ride the coattails of women from the States to continue to drag black men's name through the dirt. And that's exactly what happened there. So am I surprised? No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I expect it, actually. I expect it. And you guys see it all over the place. You see it all the time. You know, you'll find an African woman, and you've seen tons of videos of them bashing passport bros and siding with women from the community. I don't know why it happens, but I guess I do. The sisterhood, right? Feminism is everywhere. Passport bros, there's power in using your passport. This is a passport bro in his 50s with his future wife in her mid-20s. She's from Southeast Asia. Look like she's from the Philippines, from where I got my wife at. Go get that passport and find the foreign woman of your dreams. She's waiting for you. Retweet this so other brothers can see. Yes, and that's what men are learning. And that's how it is, right? You see what happened with the brothers inside of that live with the African woman? And that's not true with all African women. But if you find that a group of women from a certain country aren't agreeable with you, it could be anywhere. You can always go to another country and find women that will get in your program. It's wild, right? And this is why women get mad at us. They have access to probably, they want the guy making over 100,000. They want a guy making this, and that. But passport bros have access to billions. Yes. Let me say it again. Billions of women. Why do you think guys are leaving? I think a lot of guys know that. A lot of guys realize that. I stay with the maybe 10,000, 20,000, 100,000. I see even if there's 100,000 women that are available in the West. You know how many guys will be fighting over those women? Do you know how many guys are eligible bachelors? So say he goes to Africa. That's not working out. Easily go over here. Doesn't work out there. Easily go over here. And men are leaving to find their place.
We have other options.
Because of what's going on in the West. You see what happened in the earlier videos, right? Women doing what? All they can do is bash, shame, all day, every day, guys get, right? And so then you turn around and ask yourself, what's the answer? The answer is jumping up and leaving, getting your passport, going across these waters, and finding a woman that's for you. And guys are doing it because they realize
This is the way.
passport, bro. Passport, no. Definitely more to life than dealing with y'all back home.